End almost, yeah, last week almost. End of September we call it. So we are in the end of September, October, and in November you will be having the exams. So hardly you'll have 1 month, yeah. In that 1 month you will be having many festivals also. Diwali, then Dasera, then you will be having September end, half year end. So you'll be having targets also. In all these, you have to study. I know how hard it is because I have myself worked in the bank. I know the toughness of banking. And today's competition, I know what level the competition has gone. All of you might be just pressurized now, being the half year end. You might be pressurized for various. Good morning, Uma. Good morning, everyone. Join fast. So now there might be huge pressures on you. For last 10 days, there will be huge pressures in banking. But kindly remember, whenever you do banking, I've been in banks for many years. I've worked in all the main banks. Means I've started my career from Cooperative Bank, Cosmos Bank. From there, I've gone to HDFC Bank. From there, I've gone to Citigroup, means Citibank, USA. From there, Singapore, DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. I worked in all the departments, starting from retail segment. Retail means all, whatever you did, or whatever you do now also. CASA, FD, home loan, personal loan, car loan, KCC, all these were the targets. So retail I worked in at that time. Then I went to corporate banking. In corporate banking, again, the loans were totally different. Minimum loan was around 500 CR. Minimum loan 500 crores. After that, then I went to trade finance, Citigroup. In trade finance, all the export, import, everything. LC, bank guarantee, all these were there. Export, import, LC, bank guarantee, all these. Also, various other products are there. International trade finance is a huge thing. Okay? So, various other things are there. From there, I went to DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. There it was again trade finance and treasury. So, I worked in all the 4 departments: retail, corporate, trade finance, and treasury bank. So that's why whatever I'll be teaching you over here, and I've been teaching RBWM since almost 2016-17. Yeah. You'll say, sir, the subject has come in 23. How can I teach from 16-17? It was there, but it was there for CAIIB as an elective. So I've been teaching this subject since 2016-17. Subject has not changed much. Almost everything has been kept same. 70-80% portion has been kept same. So I've taught more than around 70 batches, not 70, more than that. 70 to 80 batches. My name is Vishal Mantri. Those who don't know, my name is Vishal Mantri. I'll be taking your RBWM crash course. I'll be completing the complete portion. I'll be doing it very fast. All the numericals I'll be taking. Kindly note this May 25 exam. The numericals were around 25 to 30 marks. Those of you who have given the May 25 exam, you'll know that. Numericals were around 25 to 30 marks. Those who had attended the Adda classes, RBWM, they were easily able to tackle that because the numericals were already taken in the class, all of them. So that's why this time also I'll be covering all the numericals, all of them. I'll keep special days for numericals. Last 2 to 3 days, I'll keep it specifically for numericals, and all types of numericals will be covered. So follow the classes sincerely and daily. I'll be giving you a PDF. When we start the class, see, today I won't be covering the subject. Today I'll be giving you the summary only. From tomorrow, means tomorrow is Sunday. From next Monday, when we start the class, same time, I'll be giving you one PDF immediately. On Monday only, I'll give you the PDF. Almost, I'll tell you, 90% of the paper comes from the PDF and the classes. Classes and PDF, combination you have to do. That's it. You don't need to read anything else. Just give the Adda 24/7 tests which are there in your app. Give them, that's it. Test plus classes plus the PDF. That's it. Don't read anything else. And you'll get more than 60%. 60 marks in RBWM. Okay? So let's start. These are the 4 subjects, as all of you might be knowing by now. Okay? Indian economy and Indian financial system, PPB, accounting. We call it accounting, but its actually full name is accounting and financial management. But in short, we call it accounting. Retail banking, RBWM. Okay? Now remember, the registration and everything is over now, so no need of telling you. There is no negative marking. Okay, kindly note, there is no negative marking. The total marks in the questions, the total types of marks are 2, 1 and half. 2 marks, 1 mark and half mark. I will tell you how to approach the paper. That is also very important. Because what happens, many times you know everything. You know everything, but you don't approach the paper in the right way. That's why what happens in the end. Means when 2 hours are almost over, 2 minutes are remaining for 2 hours. At that time what happens? You come to know that 15 questions are remaining, 20 questions are remaining. Just 2 minutes are remaining, 5 minutes are remaining, and 20 questions are remaining. Then what do? You follow this method that B, C. Like that you follow. So you should not do such things. You must approach the paper in a systematic manner. I'll tell you at the end of this session only how to approach the paper. How to approach. That's very important. Okay? So these are the 4 subjects. You know this now. PPB, AFM and RBWM. RBWM is a new paper added to JAIIB. Earlier it was for CIIB. Okay? So these are the following modules. I'll be discussing them in details. It is for those who are new. For those who are old, already attended some batches. And now we have come for the crash course. For it's a revision. Good to revise every time, isn't it? Why not? Means it's always good to take some general sessions in between the studies. Always. Those who are in the Mahapak, many of you might be in the Mahapak. So in the Mahapak, you might have gone through this introduction earlier also. But it's better. Why not to introduce yourself? Why not to go back to the basics after every 1 month? Because after all, paper is to be given, isn't it? And that has to be successfully given. So that's why. So retail banking, retail products and recovery, all those kindly note. Retail banking, retail products and recovery, support services means basically marketing. And last one is wealth management. Now in wealth management, one topic is added which is not written over here. In wealth management, there is one topic which is not written over here. That is called as additional reading on housing. So I'll just add this plus housing. So this is added over here, housing. You can call this as module E also. Module A, module B, module C, marketing, and module D, combination. This combination, module D. Okay? A, B, C, D. We'll be discussing. I'll be discussing in details what all are the subjects in this, what all are the topics in this. We'll be going through that. See this, module A. Module A is basic module, but I'll tell you, okay, now one more point. In your JAIIB, you have two papers which are having numericals. Two papers, RBWM and second is AFM. You'll be having numericals in these two papers. Whereas other two papers, you won't be having the numericals. Okay? So, focus on the numericals in this as well as in AFM. In this module A, you will be having numericals in this chapter, last chapter, branch profitability. Good number of numericals are there, tougher ones are there. They are really tough. In this whole module, you have to focus strictly on this branch profitability. Very tough this module and this chapter is. Okay? So introduction, retail banking means what is retail banking? Somewhat the history, not that much. History is not in details over here. Okay, type. RBI Act, BR Act, all these. Retail banking role within the banking operations. What is the role and why are all banks going for retail banking? That is one question now. You see, every bank is focusing on retail banking. That is the main question answered over here. I'll tell you the reason also. In short, I'll give you. Suppose example, you are having 1 crore rupees. You are having 1 crore rupees. In retail banking, you will give this 1 crore rupees as a loan. To whom? To 100 players, 100 borrowers. 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 100 borrowers. Right? Simple. Retail banking. We are in retail. Retail means smaller loans. 1 lakh to all these guys. In corporate banking, means corporate, company banking, you will give these loans to one person, 1 crore, one person. Now here I am having loans for, here I am having corporate and this is retail. Here one person, one borrower, and here 100 borrowers. Now you tell me yourself, which one has high chances of losing complete 1 crore? Does corporate banking have high chances of losing 1 crore or retail banking? Because I'll tell you the logic behind this. Can 100 customers become NPA at the same time? Can 100 customers, all of them at the same time? Or can one customer become NPA? So who has more chances of losing complete money? Is it retail banking or is it corporate banking? Think about it, everyone. Let me see who gives the answer. Everyone try this. Those who are watching on YouTube, you also should try this. Right? Corporate banking. Very good, Ram. Others also. Kindly answer. Yeah? Obviously, corporate banking, it has more chance of becoming NPA. Why? Because one person can become NPA, but 100 persons can't become NPA at the same time. So, even if look at this, in this 100 borrowers, let's say 5 persons become NPA, 5. So, how much money of yours was there? 1 crore. 5 are gone. So, 95 lakhs is still there. 95 lakhs is good, standard. And here, 0. So that's why this is the only reason why all the banks are shifting towards retail banking. All of them. Because the chances of an NPA are very less in retail banking. Okay? That is one reason. There are many other reasons. Corporate banking, if you see, corporate banking, the clients in these are big ones, knowledgeable persons, right? They will know what is repo rate, what is going on in the world, what is RBI doing, is the repo rate reduced. These corporate guys will be knowing everything. They will fight with you for even 0.25%. Repo rate is 7, let's say 5.5 today. So he will fight, no, give me the loan for 5.25, 5.75. Take only margin of 0.25. I won't give you much higher than this. This will be the fight between the corporate and you. Because he knows everything. What is repo rate? What is margin? What is NII? He knows it. Retail customer, opposite. Has any retail customer up till now, you type in the comment section. Up till now, any retail customer, has he come to you and said that, sir, repo itna kam ho gaya, sir, aapka rate, home loan ka rate mera itna badhaya. Has any customer come to you talking about repo and the margin and the NII or CRR or any term? Anywhere you have seen? Type in the comment section. Have you seen any customer talking to you about repo, margin, CRR, something like world economy going on, dollar problem? Will he speak to you? No, isn't it? Retail customer doesn't speak that much because he doesn't understand that much. So that's why the margins over here can be kept higher in retail banking. Margins can be higher. If repo rate is, let's say, 5.5 or 5, whatever it is, you can keep the margin of +2. Nobody will ask you that much, isn't it? So that is the difference. All the banks are shifting towards retail banking because of the high margins, less NPA. Okay? Then next part is distinction between retail and corporate. So same thing. What is the difference? These are just two differences I have told you. There are lots of differences. We'll be discussing them when we go through the topic. Branch profitability. This is one of the toughest topics. Here you have various terms like return on assets, return on equity, leverage ratio. And mind it, all the questions are asked in exam. All the numericals are asked in exam. Return on asset, return on equity, leverage ratio, NII, means NII or spread we call it, NIM. All these will be asked to you and we'll be covering all of them. Okay, so this chapter is a bit tough one, numerical part. Okay. Module B, retail products and recovery. This is similar, somewhat similar to your PPB. This is somewhat similar to your PPB. Yes, Shilpa, correct. This is somewhat similar to your PPB. Okay? Because here you will get many topics which are same as that in PPB. Questions also same as that in PPB. You'll see this. Customer requirements. Customer requirement means what does the customer require from the bank? Various elements are there. Tangibility is there, service is there, okay, assurance is there, many things are there. We'll see that. Don't get burdened today only. Mind it, portion is bigger one, is a lengthy one, but we will cover it properly. And the PDF which I will give you, you sincerely read that PDF. Sincerely, I am telling you. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. See, I have given all these exams. I have cleared my JAIB, I have cleared my CIB, I have cleared my CDCS, I have cleared my MFI, I have cleared my NCFM. Then what do you call? You name any bank, certified bank trainer, CTF, certificate in trade finance, all the IRBF exam as well as London exams for banking. When I was in the foreign banks, I used to clear all these exams. So that's why you have to be sincere to yourself, not to me or not to anyone else. See, a person needs to be sincere to himself or herself. You need not show the world that you are sincere. You be sincere yourself and do your work. Always study only half an hour per day. If you want, you can study only half an hour. But do study sincerely, half an hour. Read the PDF only half an hour per day. Only half an hour. Hardly it is what? 200, 250 pages, something it might be, or less than that. There also I'll tell you what is not to be read in that PDF. There are many things which are not to be read in the PDF. I'll tell you that also. So hardly the whole game will come to around 170 pages. Be sincere. In 1 month, read this at least 2 to 3 times. Follow the classes. You will get more than 60 marks in RBWM. More than 60. Sure. Okay. So, customer requirements, then product development process, PDP, means how is the new product developed. Then credit scoring, what is CIBIL? What are the 4 companies of giving rating agencies? Many of you might be knowing this, right? Which are the 4 companies? Type in the comment section. Do you know the 4 companies which give the credit rating in our country? CIC we call it. CIBIL, Experian, Equifax, and Highmark, CRIF Highmark, right? These 4 companies, you'll be studying about them. Then important retail liability products. Now that is common. Saving, current, FD, okay? Plus many others are there. Means there are some products which we use, but we don't study that much. And also the nitty-gritties of these are to be studied over here. Means for savings, what happens for FD, let's say, FD. What happens if the customer doesn't give the maturity instructions? Then on maturity, what is to be done about that FD? And that FD lies like that only after maturity. What is to be done? If somebody expires, if it's a joint FD, okay, with both of them signing jointly, then somebody expires in between, what is to be done? Somebody expires afterwards, both of them jointly, and somebody expires afterwards, what is to be done? All these are covered over here. Okay, so that's why you'll find somewhat similarity with PPB. Okay, then asset products. Asset means again loans. Retail products means home loan, personal loan, car loan, two-wheeler loan, LAS, loan against shares or securities we call it. All these. Okay, then credit and debit cards. The cycle of credit card and debit card is very tough. Credit card basically, not debit card. Debit card is very easy. The cycle of credit card is very tough. Those who have not worked in credit card cycle or those who have not worked there, they will find it difficult to understand the cycle of billing cycle is very tough in credit card. I'll be explaining you. I'll be taking numerical also. In exam also the numerical is asked on credit card. Okay. So here you have numerical on credit card. Remittance products, all this NEFT, RTGS, okay, UPI, plus there are various others, bill payment systems, Bharat Pay, okay, then bill pay, various systems are there. NAC, ECS, all these are to be studied. Then digitization of retail banking. Now these 2 topics can be combined, digitization and role of AI and technology. Now these 2 will be combined because after all it's talking about technology. What is the role of AI? What is the role of technology in retail banking? Then recovery of retail loans. How to recover the loans? What not to be done? What is not to be done in retail banking recovery? Okay, that will be studied over here. Management Information System, MIS, very important topic for your banking today. The company or the bank whose MIS is strong, that bank will definitely flourish. Flourish means go up. Huge success if MIS is strong. Okay, because that is the information flow. Blood. What is the use of blood in our body? What is the use of blood? If there is no blood, what will happen? Suppose there is a pin which touches over here. See, understand the use of MIS. If you pick a pin on hand, how does your brain understand that the pin has touched or pricked on your hand or on your leg? How will you understand? That is because of the blood. MIS is the blood. It immediately informs the head office whatever is happening in the branch. Very important. Securitization. Securitization is selling the rights. It's a technical word. Selling, there are 2 types of securitizations. One is NPA securitization. NPA we call it ARC, asset reconstruction. But there is also another type of securitization. That is your standard loans. Means bank sells the rights of the good loans, standard loans. Bank can sell the good loans also to the ARC. It's not ARC, it's called a securitization company. So both the loans can be sold to the securitization company, NPA also and good loans also, standard loans also. So that you will be studying. Module C, marketing. This is basic. Those who have done your MBAs, you will find it easy because it's basic everywhere. All that 7 P's of marketing, okay? What is branding? What is corporate branding? What is the product branding? Marketing introduction, definitions of marketing, all these. Then delivery channels in retail banking. What are the various delivery channels? How do you reach to the customer using the retail banking? Means you go through the branch, you go through the ATM, you go through the internet banking, through the app. Nowadays we have social media. Okay, so everything, all these points. So these will be covered over here. How do you, and which channel is economical? That is also important. What is economical? What is less costlier? After all, everywhere cost matters nowadays. Then delivery models. There are 4 models basically which are to be studied: horizontally, vertically, PH and PV. Predominantly horizontally, predominantly vertically. These are to be studied. Customer relationship management, very important topic for this high net worth customer. High net worth means what? There are certain customers in the bank who give you more business. You might be seeing in your branch only. Check some customers. They always give you some good business. And there are remaining customers who don't give you any business, just come daily in your branch. Sir, मेरा सेविंग में 5 रुपीज डेबिट हो गया, 7 रुपीज डेबिट हो गया. मेरा 20 रुपीज आया ही नहीं, आपके बैंक ने चुरा लिया. मेरा फाइन किस बात का काटा? My fine for 200 rupees debited, 300 rupees debited. Your bank is a chore. Your bank is fooling us. I will go to RBI. I will go to Ombudsman. Whatever the customer knows, he'll speak everything. Your bank is looter. मैं बंद कर दूंगा account. There are 90% of the customers are like that. Only there are 10% customers who are very business oriented. They will not come too much to your branch. They will not come too many times to your branch. They won't even see your branch. They'll do online banking. They'll talk to you on phone. But that's it. They'll give you huge businesses. So how to focus on those customers who are those 10-20%, but who are giving you major 80% business? It's a 80-20 rule. 20% of the customers give 80% of the business. So this is under CRM. Service standards for retail banking. Now here you will be studying BCS BI. The codes for standards, for service standards. Marketing information system, a longitudinal analysis, MKIS. MKIS is a part of MIS only. MKIS is a part of MIS. Okay. Now what is MIS and MKIS? See, MIS covers many things. It covers MKIS, it covers your related to BPR, business process reengineering. Okay, it covers everything, all the technical terms. One of the part is MKIS. Okay, executive information system, accounting information system, transaction processing system. All these are the parts of MIS. One part is MKIS. So you'll be studying this in details. Why? Because marketing is very important. Everywhere it's marketing now. That's why we'll be studying only this. There are 4 components to MKIS. All the 4 components will be studied. Very important ones. Sure questions in exams. I'll tell you whenever we go through the topic. Then there is last module. This last module is wealth management. Here you have 3 important topics for wealth. Wealth, importance of wealth management, then investment management and tax planning. These are the 3 important topics. Wealth, investment and tax planning. Other financial services, it's okay. It's not that tough. That topic is not that tough. Other financial means the same thing which you are selling. Mutual fund, insurance, then lockers, okay? All these, which are not the core banking products. loans and deposits. Other than that, whatever you are selling will come under this. But these three, wealth, investment, and tax planning, these are tougher ones. You have numericals on this. You have numericals, a lot of numericals on this, tax planning. You have a lot of numericals on wealth and investment. Majorly, this is theory topic, wealth and investment, but you have some numericals on this. But here, tax planning, many numericals. Because tax planning is an important part. The new tax system, 115 BSE. Now, government makes, every year they make some change, right, in income tax. Every year. So all those changes are incorporated over here because they come in February in the budget, and generally this is November. So November, the rule of IIBF says that any change which is made in the portion or in the banking world 6 months before the exam will be added. So November, 6 months before. So this comes in the budget, tax planning. So immediately it will be added in this time's exam also. November, specifically November I am talking. For May it is not added. November it is added. Okay? So that's why you have to be very focused on the latest tax structures. We'll be teaching that. Then comes housing loan. Here specific section dedicated to housing loan. That's called as additional reading. You can call this as E module also. This is D, this is E. You can call it. Officially, it is not called. You can call it. So, it is lender's appraisal process. How to process the loan. What all are the appraisals to be done? See, appraisal is not only checking the financials. Many of you feel loan processing means what? Many of us feel taking the financial documents and going through them. It's not that. There are various types of appraisals, mainly three. Financial, financial appraisal, management appraisal, and technical appraisal. Three main appraisals are there. All the three you have to do it sincerely. All the three you have to do it thoroughly. Only then, in that case, you will be able to give the loan properly. Otherwise, if you miss out on any of these three, there are high chances that the loan will become NPA. Okay? So, lender's appraisal process. You'll have numericals on this definitely. Sure numericals. Then housing finance and tax planning. Now many things over here have gone. Whatever is taught to you in this subject, in this chapter, many things are gone now because section 80C is not there. That 24 is not there. Okay, for vacant houses, see 24 there are changes now in tax planning. If you have taken a house and given it on rent, okay, then you can show it under that interest can be shown for tax benefit. Then only. If you have given it on rent. If you have kept the house vacant or you are using it yourself, you can't show the interest under section 24B. So that's why these are the changes made. Many changes are there. This is just one change I told you. There are many others. 80C is gone. Okay. So, housing finance and tax planning, mortgage advice. What are the various types of charge creations? How do you create the charge on house? How do you create the charge on vehicle? How do you create the charge on FD, on LIC policy? How do you create the charge? All these are asked. Mortgage advice. Plus, you will be asked what are the various types of mortgages? What is equitable mortgage? What is conditional sale? What is usufructuary mortgage? All of these are asked over here. Valuation of real property. Valuation. How to do the valuation of house. How to do the valuation of agriculture land. That is also under your studies. How to do the valuation of agriculture land. Then house, urban land. How to do the valuation of various businesses. All these are for your studies. So portion is big one, kindly note. But we will cover it per day we'll be trying to cover one lecture, one topic, and we'll be covering the portion. For numericals, again I'm telling you, in numericals we'll be having, kindly note, all the numericals we'll be covering. Okay? in the subject only, whenever the chapter comes, I try to cover some numericals when the topic comes. But some of them are there like tax planning and some last part numericals, these ones. These I'll be covering at the end because these are very tough. Okay, so I'll be covering at the end. Got it? Those who are watching on YouTube, okay, I told you something in the start of the lecture that I'll be telling you how to approach the paper. I told you how to approach the paper. So always see, now only I'm telling you, keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind. First, solve number 1, paper. Keep this in your mind and write it down, or why write it? Don't keep the habit of writing. Try to imagine, think over here. First, solve 2 marks questions. First, in the paper, you must always solve 2 marks questions for all the papers, not only RBWM, for all the papers. Solve 2 mark questions. Roughly, there will be around 20 to 22, 23 questions. 2 marks. Imagine 20 also, 20 to the 40. So 40 marks immediately. You require 50, 40 marks done over here. And 2 marks questions, if you solve it in the initial half an hour or 45 minutes, then the remaining time which you get is for 1 mark and a half mark. Then it is very easy. 1 mark and a half mark can be combined. But first focus and simple trick I am telling you, solve 2 mark questions first. In the initial half an hour, solve all the 2 marks questions. Then you will feel very free and confident. Okay? Solve the 2 marks question and then second, then you combine 1 mark and half mark. This you combine it. Don't bifurcate in this, that then I'll solve 1 mark, then I'll solve half mark. Don't do that. Combine them in the end. Okay? Gade gode ek saath. Okay? This is 1 mark and half mark. But first 2 marks are very important. If you miss out on this, many of the students fail because of this one mistake. They solve half mark and 1 mark questions. They solve it as the question comes. And mind it, generally, first 40-50 questions in your paper, first 40-50 questions, there are almost 80% half mark and 1 mark. 80% are half mark and 1 mark. And you spend a lot of time on this half mark and 1 mark. And 2 marks questions, which are the main 4s and 6s, it's like the cricket match. You require 4s and 6s. Right? You require one run also, single runs also. But single run can't win the matches, right? It can't. Both are required. Both should be balanced. So for balancing that, first you have to solve the 2 marks questions and then go for the single runs. It's like the first overs. What do we call them? Power matches, right? First power matches, power overs we call it. So in the first few overs, if you hit all the 6s and take your score to 100, then the remaining overs are very easy to handle. Same thing over here. First, if you solve all the 2 marks questions, then 1 and half mark, you'll get a lot of confidence. Follow this trick, you will never lose your paper. You'll definitely succeed in your paper. Let it be any paper for your JAIIB, any paper. Okay? So those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the paid classes ASAP. Today I have just taken the introduction. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with tomorrow means Monday, we'll be starting with the numericals. All those, kindly note, join the classes by downloading the app first. The app is available on Google as well as Apple. Both of them it's available. Download it because on the app you will be getting 1% extra discount. Don't miss this. Okay? How to join this? See, go to JAIIB and CAIIB. So directly you get a crash course also over here. Join the crash course English medium. Okay? English medium. I am teaching only for English medium. ebooks, mock test, online live classes. Mock tests are chapter wise as well as full length. Full length means like the same as exams. So join the mock test, full length also. Okay, give them. Then ebooks are there. You can join this. And remember the code Y432. Y432. Okay, 79% discount plus 1%. It is for those who are watching on YouTube. Okay, those who have joined, you can definitely start using the ebooks and the mock tests. Monday, I'll be giving you the PDF in the paid classes. So you can start using that PDF, start reading the PDF, and you will score more than 60. Okay. So bye for today. Let's meet again on Monday. Hope so you have enjoyed the session. Type in the comment section if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. And it is the same way I'll be teaching you. Because I try to make the topic as simple as possible, as easy as possible, so that everyone understands. I know at getting up at 6 a.m. and reading and going through the class 6 a.m., it's not that easy. And then working in the bank for the full day. Again, going for some other subject, because there are 4 subjects. You might be attending all the 4 subjects. So going through that and then working is not a simple task. Okay, you all are doing a hard work, and mind it, all of you who are trying to get something, trying to go through the paper, you are trying to be different from others. Remember, future is for knowledge bankers. Future is for only knowledge bankers. Cash clearing, transfer, account opening, thappa marna, then going home. This will not be needed in the banking anymore. Bank needs knowledgeable persons. For that, they need JAIIB and CAIIB. And you have taken the right step. Just follow it sincerely. You'll get the increment also. And future is bright for you. Okay? Chalo, bye. Bye everyone. Bye Hari Prasad. Bye all of you. Bye Shilpa. Bye Uma. Bye Ramkumar. All of you. I'll share the group link in the paid classes, Ramkumar. I'll share the Telegram group in the paid classes. Chalo, bye everyone.